On December 21st, 1945, just months after the end of World War II, American General George S. Patton dies from injuries suffered in a tragic car accident. But where was General Patton buried? And why was he buried there? Also, what makes his grave different from the others in that cemetery? Patton graduated from West Point in 1909. He actually participated in the 1912 Olympics in Stockholm in the modern pentathlon. In World War I, he commanded a tank battalion, helping to pioneer the effective use of that new technology. But it's in World War II that he really made a name for himself. Patton commanded the 7th Army in the invasion of Sicily. He was a key player in the Operation Fortitude deception strategy before D-Day. The general also led the 3rd Army in Europe, most famously at the Battle of the Bulge. Patton's untimely death at age 60 was mourned by many across the world, but nowhere more so than in Luxembourg, where he was seen as the nation's liberator. Patton's 3rd Army twice pushed the Germans out of the small nation, first in September 1944, and then for good in January 1945. Luxembourg's Grand Duchess wanted Patton's remains buried in the country's national cathedral. Instead, he was buried in Luxembourg American Cemetery, one of 26 military cemeteries from World Wars I and II, located on foreign soil. The best known and most visited of these cemeteries is Normandy American Cemetery, which is located near the site of the D-Day landings in France, and was famously featured in Steven Spielberg's 1998 film, Saving Private Ryan. Mrs. Lewis and I have visited 2 of these overseas American cemeteries, one near Florence, Italy, and another in Cambridge, England. They are stunningly beautiful places. You cannot help but be moved when visiting them. Luxembourg American Cemetery is located just outside the nation's capital city, and contains the graves of 5,076 Americans. Burials in these overseas military cemeteries are without regard to race, creed, or rank, but Patton's grave is the lone exception. Originally, his grave was in a location within the cemetery alongside other soldiers, but after the cemetery opened to the public in 1960, thousands upon thousands of Luxembourgers kept coming to visit Patton's grave, wearing a path in the grass leading to the marker. Reluctantly, U.S. officials agreed to move the general's grave to a location near the front of the cemetery, where it now overlooks the graves of some of his fallen soldiers, just as he would have wanted it. Many years after the end of World War II, remembrance is still strong in Luxembourg. In fact, the town of Ettelbruck boasts both a 1954 statue of the general in what is called Patton Square, as well as the George S. Patton Memorial Museum that opened in 1995. Additionally, Luxembourg American Cemetery and Patton's final resting place continue to be frequently visited by both Luxembourgers and foreign visitors alike. Here are other events that happened today in history. In 1891, the first game of basketball is played at the YMCA Training School in Springfield, Massachusetts. In 1946, an undersea earthquake triggers a powerful tsunami that devastates Honshu, Japan. In 1968, Apollo 8, the first manned mission to orbit the moon, successfully launches from Cape Canaveral. In 1970, music and politics collide when Elvis Presley meets President Richard Nixon at the White House. In 1988, Pan Am Flight 103 explodes over Lockerbie, Scotland, when a bomb detonates in the cargo area. In 1991, 11 Soviet republics declare that they are forming the Commonwealth of Independent States. In 2019, 25 years after its release, Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You goes to number 1. And now it's time for our Today in History quiz. In which U.S. state was the first gorilla born in captivity? Ohio, California, Florida, or New York? Liked learning about the death of General Patton? Then you'll enjoy this one about another post-World War II event, the Nuremberg trials. Tap the screen to keep the story going on Today in History.